So, when somebody asks me, what is the worst, or which is the worst Final Fantasy game? It is easily, without a doubt, I immediately say Final Fantasy VII Remake Trilogy. So, guess what? If you a fan of Final Fantasy 13, you can finally rest, man. The crown has officially been passed to Final Fantasy VII Remake Trilogy. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and whatever the fuck they gonna call the next one. It's no saving this shit. And I didn't even play Rebirth. I just played Remake. So this is coming from. And I know they did something a little. They made it open world, but I know it's flawed still. So yes, Final Fantasy 13, you can finally rest. Anybody who say 13 is the worst, just kind of, you might not want to take their opinion all the way serious. Because yes, 13 is a flawed game. So is 15. So is 16. So is Remake. So is Rebirth. But you want to know what makes 7 even worse than 13? Is the fact that 7 took the original masterpiece and destroyed it. It made it absolutely terrible. It is, if you played the original, which I have, in 2019, I played and beat it. Yeah, in 2019, I played and beat the original. And I didn't play Remake until 2021, I think. I forgot the exact year. I played it a year after it came out. Trash. It is trash. It took something great and ruined it. And then broke it down into 3 games and resold it to you. Like, I was genuinely confused when people told me, like, oh yeah, when the second one come out, when you buy that. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean I gotta buy that? Like, this might sound like I'm a casual, but I'm a hardcore gamer, but I was confused. I'm like, wait. So this is nowhere close to the full experience of the original game. I gotta buy the second one? What the? And then I gotta buy it again? What? They took the original and ruined it. And let me tell you my problems with 13 personally. 13 originally, I thought the voice acting was terrible. The story and the dialogue, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all I hear is post Lassie, foul C, cocoon Lassie, the cocoon. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? So obviously the story was pretty bad. Yes, the story is bad. The voice acting did not help. And to me personally, somebody told me the game was only 20 hours long. So in my head, once I hit that 20-hour mark, you could just imagine. I started getting annoyed because I'm like, I'm like 25 hours in. I'm supposed to be at the end, right? And then I'm like, I'm 30 hours in. I'm supposed to be at the end. I'm 40 hours in. I'm supposed to be at the end. I'm 40, and that just, I wasn't one of the people, I wasn't even a Final Fantasy fan back then. So, right? Like, I'm a new age Final Fantasy fan. Yeah, but just because I'm a new age Final Fantasy fan, I know, everybody says the greatest Final Fantasies, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 12. Right? And I played most of those, right? I played 7, I played 8, I played 10, I played 12. So it's like, I kind of know, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you tell me, and to some people, 7 is the greatest. To some people, 10 is the greatest. But it's like, I'm saying all that to tell you, like, I know, he just jumped on my head. I know what a good Final Fantasy is, right? Like, the old, retro 20 plus years ago, I played it, right? 7 Remake. If we counting this as mainline Final Fantasy, the shit is the worst. It is the worst Final Fantasy game. It is so bad. Like, I don't even have to show any clips or anything, because if you go watch that YouTuber, the Instagrammer, Sebi Webbs, like, he showed the proof of the clip. Like, he'll literally show you the breakdown of a scene happening in the original 7 and just show you how they completely destroy it in Remake. In Rebirth. So I don't even have to name anything specific. I could just name, like, petty bullshit, not on my head. I could just name the petty bullshit. Okay, he missed. Alright, he didn't do it. I could just name the petty bullshit. Right? Like the shimmying scenes, and you could just tell, like, every video I ever watched was just the perfect breakdown. They just padding for time. they not doing anything. They just padding for. That's like saying, hey Cloud, we got to go through this door. Oh, the door blocked. Okay, let's go through the sewer. Then we go through the sewer. Oh, this way blocked. Okay, let's go this way. And then we go this way. Oh, it's a random boss fight in the sewer. Okay, and then we like do like a random side quest in the sewer. And then you play a stupid fucking mini game, fucking rearranging fucking pipes to fucking elevate the flow of it. Like, what are we doing? The Final Fantasy VII. I was born in 99. I'm 26. Final Fantasy VII. I know. Final Fantasy, the original, was so impactful to gaming as a whole. It was so important. Like, what Final Fantasy did, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Rebirth, what that was supposed to do was supposed to be the same thing the original did when it first came out in the fucking 90s. That was supposed to be that all over again. You didn't need to change the story. You didn't have to try to copy mainstream, like, tactics and methods, right? Like, Final Fantasy VII Remake should have been Expedition 33 before it even goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could have got away with it, right? If you really put all your eggs in one basket, somehow got it all into one game, somehow a world map, and then, you know, you go up to, you know, just like how they did in Expedition 33. You probably could have did it. You probably could have. Because y'all been edging and teasing this fucking game since the PS3. When y'all first made the Final Fantasy VII tech demo on the PS3, which was like supposed to be like a test for them to even like test out, like, okay, they tested out making 7 on the PS3 in a way to test it to like for Final Fantasy 13 originally, right? Like, it was supposed to be like test, but then the fact they put that out there, they nonstop got begged to make the remake trilogy ever since until it finally came out, right? And I forgot what year it came. It was at E3. Was it 2013? 26? I forgot, man. E3 not even a thing no more, right? But still, I'm just saying, man, this game, it's trash. It's no saving this shit. Like, you know, and I've seen the clips in Rebirth, because I'm not buying Rebirth. Fuck no, man. I'll buy that shit if it's $5, and I'll play that shit when it comes to play PS Plus. Not if, when, because it will. Because how are you going to gauge hype for part 3? If people, you know, they still got to play first one, still got to play the second one. And they're not going to pay $70 for the shit, because Final Fantasy is not popular. It's like, I'm 26. It is rare for anybody my age to play Final Fantasy. So imagine how rare it is for anybody younger than me. And I'm 26. I'm 26. Oh my God. I'm 26, and it is rare for anybody my age to play Final Fantasy. I got Mizzo to play Final Fantasy 15. And that's probably going to be the only one he ever played. Now, he kind of want to play 16, but I'm just like I can't even recommend it to him, because I know it's a flawed game. And 15 is a flawed game. And like I said, this is why I said, people love to say 13 is the worst. Yeah, it's a fucking bad game. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a bad game. But at a certain point, you guys say, fuck it, man. I'm just here for the experience. Right? In the sense of, like, it's its own original experience. And then they try to actually improve it in 13 too. They change stuff up, and then they change stuff up again in Lightning Returns. But what makes 7 so bad is because it took the original shit and it ruins it. That's why it's legit people, it's legit fans, like the real fans. Like, you the real fan. Like, if you here and you agreeing with me, and you feel how I feel about Final Fantasy 7, you the real fan. Right? Because it's people out there that say, like, yo, if they bring back 8, if y'all gonna do the same shit y'all did with 7, don't even bring it back. Like, if y'all want to bring back 9, and y'all want to do the same shit y'all did, don't even bring it back. Yeah, y'all want to bring back 10, and y'all gonna do the same shit y'all did with 7, don't even bring it back. And, you know, you can always go and experience the original. So, yes, you know what I mean? You don't need to bring it back. But at the same time, in my opinion, I think they need to stop making new ones in a sense, too. Because it's like, every time you make a new Final Fantasy, you create a new clique. A clique, a niche, or whatever. Right? It's people out there, they only like 15 and 16. There's people out there, they only like 1 through 6 and 9. Because they feel like, you know, it's the retro experience. There's people out there, they only like 7, 8, and 10. There's people out there, they only like 10, 12, and 15. There's people out there, they only like 12. There's people out there, they only like 7. Oh, I'm not a Final Fantasy fan. I'm a Final Fantasy 7 fan. So every time, and these games are so different from each other. Every single, like, 16 is different from 15. Not even made by the same dev team. Different dev team for fucking 13. Different dev team for this one. Different dev team for that one. Like, and then, like, the company is so fucking stupid, right? Like, it's like a brain moment when they say, oh, it's actually smarter for us to keep the dev team together after a game instead of breaking them up. And it's like, no shit, man. Like, billion-dollar corporation, y'all just figuring that out. Like, but it all back to 7, because I could just rant about Final Fantasy as a whole and Square Enix, but and this is coming from somebody who is a new fan. Like, I played 13. Technically, my first Final Fantasy was 13. Like, I played it on and off for years until I finally beat it. But I only went back to 13 and did everything I did on 13 after I played 15 first. And even without the context of knowing how it was supposed to be versus 13 and Tetsuya Nomura, I learned all that stuff later. Like, when I went into 15, I just went into 15. Like a newbie, green leaf, you know what I'm saying? Fresh off the porch, like, you know what I mean? Like, so this is coming, like, I've seen this stuff and observed this stuff, because, let me tell you something. When they criticize 13, I'm just using 13 as an example because it's clearly, like, to the fans, it's like the worst, right? Like, the fans, I heard for the longest 13 was the worst. They criticized the story. Final Fantasy 7 has story problems. They criticized 13 because it was linear. Final Fantasy 7 Remake is linear. They criticized the gameplay in 13 for not having enough depth. 7 Remake don't have enough depth. They, you know what I'm saying? They criticized the quests in 15. Now let's jump to 15. You know what I'm saying? The quests in 7 got flawed. You know what I mean? It's like, and this is why, like, my boy Mizzo, he, I guess for the years he thought I was the biggest Final Fantasy fan because I put a shitload of hours into the MMO 14. I played the shit out of that game, man. I can't lie. I played the shit out of it, but I don't play it no more. It's like, it's just casualized slop now. But he thought I was the biggest Final Fantasy fan. But it's like, in truth, it's like I started observing how much of a hypocrite like some of these fans are. Like, the stuff they hated the 13 trilogy for, the stuff they hated 15 for, the stuff they hate 16 for, they do not keep the same energy when it comes to 7. I promise you, if Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth wasn't called Final Fantasy 7, it was just called Rebirth of Seth or some shit, man, this game would be getting crucified. But because it's like this strong, this everlasting, deep, strong community of Final Fantasy 7 fanboys, like, they got a fucking mobile game called Ever Crisis. They got Final Fantasy 13 collabs on there. They got Nier Automata collabs on there. They doing collabs with this game and that, all to prop up Final Fantasy 7. They got Final Fantasy 7 movie, the original game, Ever Crisis, mobile game, collab. They've never done so much stuff for one Final Fantasy than Final Fantasy 7, and it don't even come close. Like, and that's what's crazy. The fanboys for this one title, this one game alone, this one universe, this one series alone, it's like bigger than anything you can imagine. And it's like the second you call it out or try to hold it to any kind of standard, it's like you the bad guy. Like, right? Like, I'm probably gonna get a bunch of fucking comments and dislikes. And then it's gonna be people, oh, why are you so fucking passionate about it? Just let people enjoy it. Bro, y'all dick suck this game like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and it's not. And when people call out because people want it to be better, like, I wish that the remake shit was actually great and people could enjoy it in a modern way. I genuinely wish that, because I did like the original 7. Like, I liked it, even though I played it in 2019. I liked it, and the game came out like what, 96 or something, 97. I liked it in 2019. Now, it's hard for me to say, hey, Mizzo, I think you should play the original Final Fantasy 7. And he look at it, he see these fucking blocky-ass polygons, and he's like, I mean, I'm just as hardcore a gamer as you, Furman, but I don't know, man. Like, it's a little hard on Oz, man. And I can't get mad at him for it, because Mizzo enjoy JRPGs and older games, too. It's not to say that, but it's like, okay, let's say Mizzo is exactly like me. He willing to play other games and this and that. He got variety. He got range, too. It's Duffy deep just like mine. But how likely is it for us to be able to convince somebody at work to play it, right? Or somebody we know in real life, hey, man, you need to play it. Like, because when I sold 15 to him, I say, hey, man, for better or for worse, this game is like nothing you ever experienced before. And you might be like, what? It's just an open world game. But it's like, when those set pieces and those bosses happen, it's like, whoa, the scale, the scope, it's like, whoa, I wasn't expecting all that. I thought this was just a simple recovery mission, or, I thought it was just simple, you know what I mean? It just catch you off guard. And it's sad because it's like, yo, 15 on paper, in my opinion, should have been the greatest Final Fantasy ever on paper. Like when you take the original vision into account and all that stuff, and how long it's been in development and the idea been there, you know, and all that stuff. And this was supposed to be the first like mainline like Final Fantasy that was actually dark and gritty and grungy and all that stuff. And it wasn't. And now we got 16, and it's kind of, yeah, you know, they curse, it's blood, and it's finally more mature. Because it's funny, because it's like Final Fantasy fans out there, and they don't like Kingdom Hearts. They say, oh, it's too kiddie, it's too goofy. Oh, it's like, it's a kid's game. And it's like, yo, Final Fantasy's the same shit. It's just the characters look photorealistic. And, yeah, it's like, I don't see no cursing. I don't see no, outside of 16, right? Like, you think about 15, think about 14, 13, 12. It's like, where the blood? Where the cursing? Where the maturity? Where the sexual themes? I'm saying I'm looking for that in games. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's, but all going back to 7. 7 is just bad, man. It's bad. It's disrespectful to your time. Like, it's disrespectful if you're a fan. Like, and it's cool, like, if you like it, just because you get to see Tifa in 4K, and you get to see Cloud in 4K, like, come on, man. That's basically just fan service at that point. You just like it because it's fan service to what you know, thought the world looked like back in the 90s, and you know, all that, you know? Because it's not impressing nobody. It's not, Final Fantasy 7 Remake didn't come out, and then the whole industry say, oh, yeah, we copying off of that now. Like, yeah, that just set the standard going for, like, nobody knows. Like, so, yeah, man. If anything, you know, you thought 15 was the worst, you know, 16, whatever. It's like the real crown goes to Final Fantasy 7 Remake Trilogy. There's no way they saved this. It's no way. And if you want more proof, like I said, I don't even have to edit no video together or anything, because you can just go watch Sebby Webs. Sebby Webs. SEBBYWEBZ. He'll literally break it down. Like, he'll show you the side-by-side clips. And that's what I'm saying. And I think I've seen a couple gray hairs, not trying to talk about nobody's age, right? But I'm just saying, I think I see a couple gray hairs on him, so it's like, he at least 10, 20 years older than me, and I'm 20 years younger than him. And it's like we feel the same way. How can we feel the same way, and we both coming from completely different gaming perspectives and journeys, but we both feel the same way because we both being real and honest about what we see, right? Like, and that's why I was like, when the game first came out and people got criticism, like, go search up any Final Fantasy 7 rant. It's gonna be this video too. You're gonna see more comments than likes, because there's a bunch of people in the comments trying to tell you, oh, you didn't play the original, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like they trying to gaslight you. Like, you cannot convince me that what I experienced was great in 7 remake. The remake. You can't convince me. I already experienced it. Like, what was the crazy thing? What was the emotional story, the emotional moment? Like, you know, the game is fucked when they show Sephiroth in like the first 5 minutes of the game. And like, if you're new to the series, like, who the fuck is this guy that this gay looking guy? He's got his chest out, he got this long, girly, silver, glossy hair, switching with some fucking boots on and a long ass. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Why the fuck you show the main villain in like the first 5 minutes? But obviously the story is complete dog shit. So it's like they disrespected the original story. Like, I don't know these fucking guys' names, but it was some guy, I think it was the director, one of the fucking 7 dev teams they got from the shit. Whoever the dev team, the guy came out and said, yeah, don't even play the original, just play this. And you know why he said that? Because he know if you play the original first, you are going to be disappointed by the remake. And that's the thing. I'm coming into this, I don't really have a favorite Final Fantasy, because like I can say I love 15, but at the end of the day, 15 is a very flawed game. Not even taking into the Versus 13 stuff into account. It's just a very flawed game. It could have been better, right? I kind of enjoyed what I played on 16, but it's like, off the top of my head, it's a lot of stuff that could have been better. And it's hard to recommend, especially with all the cutscenes and the pacing, and you know what I mean? It's just, the fanboys don't keep the same energy with 7. It just is what it is. Like it just is what it is at this point. And you know, I only make this video because why not? I want to be a part of the side, which I genuinely feel of, yo, I want this to be better than it actually is. so that I can recommend it to more people, so that this can be popular. Because every single time a new Final Fantasy come out, it's just a new click. Oh, I only like 17. I don't like 16. Oh, I only like 16, 15. I don't like 12. Oh, I only like 12. You know what I'm saying? It's just. But it's okay to criticize a Final Fantasy as long as it's not Final Fantasy 7, right? Apparently. But yeah, man, that's it. I'm probably gonna make a lot of videos about 7 and shit like that, because honestly, it's just, yeah, man. Just know the crown is on 7. Worst mainline Final Fantasy. And then apparently the 7 Rebirth had a bigger budget than 16. It's like, it's always to prop up 7. Nothing from Square Enix can be bigger than Final Fantasy. And then nothing in Final Fantasy could ever be bigger than 7. 7 is the king. Like, even though, you know, technically 14 had the most sales and stuff, like, no, the king is 7. And it's like nothing, everything, like mobile games, movies, gacha games, collabs, spin-offs, everything. It has to be 7. Like, they don't even go that hard for 16. They kind of try to fix things up with 15 later with all that, the Royal Edition and stuff, but then, you know, they kind of gave up on that eventually. Said, fuck it, let's just move on to the next thing. Right? And 13, they gave it 3 games, but you could kind of see the quality going down, and you know, in some ways, with 13.2 and 13.3, and then, you know, until it's just like, nothing can be better than 7. Nothing, and it's just like, and this is why you need people who won't call it out. Even though I bought and played, you know, 16, 15, 7, whatever, you know, it's not a problem to call things out and expect better from, like, if y'all want Final Fantasy to be mainstream and popular and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like, let's make it, let's hold it to a standard, let's do it. I want the next one to be as big as Elden Ring. You know, the whole industry stop and say, oh man, Final Fantasy doing it big, but at this point, they damn sure don't fucking deserve it, you know. It's just literally been on a downward trajectory since basically since 10, right? Like, on paper, right? Like since 7 to 10, it's like that's the peak, and then apparently, you know, everything just, especially when they always have like 2, 3 Final Fantasies in development at once, especially in the past in the 90s. Obviously, they can't do that now. I mean, they kind of did with, you know, 16 and Rebirth, but still, it's like they not like I think I had told this to Nizo, and if I didn't, I'm gonna say it now. I really wish they would combine all their dev teams at Square Enix, however many they got, and they make one Final Fantasy game, a mainline game. And however good or bad that game is, would tell me everything I need to know about how high this company can actually reach when it comes to making this series of games. It's like I said, nothing. Parasite Eve, Valkyrie, Elysium, Nier, this, that, like, Kingdom Hearts, whatever. They do not let anything, Romance and Saga, Dragon Quest, fucking, the world ends with you, fucking, whatever. They do not let anything they pump out get more love, care, and quality than Final Fantasy. And then when it comes to Final Fantasy, it's just 7, right? Dealfield Chronicles, whatever. They got a lot of shit under there. They got so much shit under there. And let me tell you something too, before I end this. When my friend Mizzo played Nier Nier Replicant. I was about to say Nier Reincarnation. When he played Nier Replicant, he couldn't even believe that this was a Square Enix game. He like, whoa, this is way different than Final Fantasy, man. He literally like, why ain't this more popular than Final Fantasy? And I just simply say, well, can't nothing be more popular than Final Fantasy. What you think? What you talking about? Like, ain't nothing be more popular than Final Fantasy. Under Square Enix? Pfft, like, come on, man. You know, and it's like, you know, and he know the reason for that now after everything he learned, but it's like, yeah, man, that's what it is. You can't, like, I'm like, you know, the last time this guy, Yoko Taro, made a game or whatever? Yoko Taru, whatever his fucking shit is. You know, he made Nier Automata, very popular game. Well, you know, you see 2B everywhere, you know. But why haven't he made another game since then? Right? I mean, he came out and said, you know, basically said that, you know, his shit get canceled. You know, Square Enix axed it, but it's still like, y'all got a fucking legend who got a dedicated audience and fans who just love his series, the character designs, the story, the depth, the maturity, the themes, the emotional impact. Yeah, his games get a little crazy towards the end in terms of reaching too high and trying to make it too deep, in my opinion. But at the same time, his game's pretty damn good. Like, I love Nier. So it's just like all goes back to can't nothing be bigger than Final Fantasy. Under Square Enix, can't nothing be bigger than Final Fantasy. And then when it comes to Final Fantasy, can't nothing be bigger than 7. So it's just, yeah, 7 is the worst. It's just bad. That remake trilogy, like I said, the original is great, but that remake trilogy, it's trash, man. You can't convince me. And I paid attention. Well, you know what I mean? So it's like, and I played the original. But that's the thing. They try to gas like, oh, it's just an echo chamber. They want to be in their own bubble. And it's like, okay, let them. But at the same time, you can't take them serious, right? Like, I don't. Like I said, I hated 13. It was the worst, right? It was bad. It was pretty fucking bad. I'm not gonna lie. It was bad, but for different reasons. You know, because people consider that game bad because of the time period. But I played 15. I thought it was good in a sense of I never played nothing like this before. At the time, like when that shit came out, 2016, I never played a game like that in 2016. Could have been better. Could have been greater for sure. But if you tell me the flaws of 15, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not flawed. I'm not gonna tell you that you're wrong. I'm gonna say, yeah, you're right. You're right. Like the story in 15 was trash. Like I was confused. Like I had to replay the game like 2 or 3 times just to realize what was going on in the story. Especially because I was like younger. Like I was, stupid, right? Like stupider. Like I'm like, what's going on? What's insomnia? What you mean? Like the sleep? Like the sleep symptom? Like what is that? Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like 15 was bad too in a lot of ways, but I still enjoyed it. But I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong if you say, oh, 15 is a bad game. I'm not gonna tell you wrong if you say 16 is a bad game. I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm gonna say, yeah, you're not wrong. I agree. I enjoyed it, but I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's the greatest thing ever and you need to play it. Like if it piques your interest, I'm gonna tell you what you need to know. Maybe that's enough for you to jump off the porch and do it. But I'm not gonna tell you I'm not gonna try to convince you something is greater than it actually is. It's not. But I will tell you when something is way worse than people are making it seem. I'll definitely tell you that. Like 7, it's way worse than these fanboys make it seem. But that's it. I'm out. This one is 27 minutes, and I already know there's gonna be some comments. Fuck you, blah blah blah. You don't know about Final Fantasy. You don't know a thing about Square Enix. Blah blah. I already know what it's gonna be. So, if anything, this would be a nice little video, get some views, and actually have conversations and see comments from people that agree. Hopefully, because I just started this channel back up today. But I'm that's it, man. I'm done. 27 minutes. I'm out.